This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Man, we did it. We got the boy Chase Young. Secured the bag. Best defense in the NFC East. Soon to be the best defense in the NFL. Let's get it. Alright, so Ron Rivera, Kyle Smith, Dan Snyder, Jack Del Rio stopped playing games and they went ahead and took the boy Chase Young. Potentially the best edge rusher in the NFL, maybe even history. We'll see, especially if Dan Snyder actually gives Bruce Smith, the all-time sack leader in NFL history, that position that he's asking Dan Snyder for, to just tutor, mentor, and coach Chase Young. Bruce Smith extended himself and offered his services to help make Chase Young an even better player than he should be, just on his own. And I feel like the Redskins will definitely be smart to go ahead and bring him in. I don't care how much you have to pay him, Dan Snyder. You're one of the richest owners doing it. Don't be cheap. Go ahead and get that man Bruce Smith and let him come in as a personal Chase Young tutor. Let him coach up Montez Sweat while he's at it too. But especially Chase Young. Turn this man into the beast that we expect him to be. But I'm so excited, man. We secured the bag. We got the boy. Can't wait to go get a Chase Young jersey. And I can't wait to see him on the field, man. I'm expecting him his rookie season to have double-digit sacks. Y'all gotta remember, man, coming out of college, he has the technique of the Bosa's, but he also has the freakish, rare athleticism of Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett. He's literally all of them in one person. The rest of the NFC East is sick right now. Cowboys fans, Giants fans, Eagles fans, I'm sorry for the people that stay on my channel that are fans of those teams, but y'all better watch out for Chase Young. Boy, y'all better watch out for Chase Young. It's over with now. And Montez Sweat is only going to get better with Chase Young on the other side. You saw how great Montez Sweat became towards the end of last season. And that was under Greg Minuski's defense. Wait till Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera get a hold of these guys. And then they're changing from the 3-4 to the 4-3. So they're going from a 2-gap system where defensive linemen are supposed to just take up space and eat up blocks, to the 1-gap system where they're shooting straight up gaps and their main goal is to penetrate and get into the backfield. So expect Daron Payne, Matt Ioannidis, Tim Settle, Caleb Brantley after he changes his jersey number from 99 so Chase Young can get it. Expect all of them to have their best seasons of their careers, especially people like Daron Payne whose ceiling is so high. Expect them to have the best seasons of their careers going forward, especially with Chase Young taking all of the offense's attention. I mean, offensive coordinators are going to have to stay up late every night the whole week before they play the Redskins, game planning for Chase Young. That's how impactful Chase Young is going to be. And even with all of that preparation, even with the offensive line focusing on blocking him, I still expect Chase Young to get double-digit sacks and win Defensive Rookie of the Year easily. And those are high expectations, but they're definitely realistic for a generational talent like him. And I hate using the word generational because it's been said so much about him, but that's literally the best way to describe him. And man, I just can't wait to see him, man. I really hope all of this coronavirus and quarantine and all of that ends as soon as possible, because I'm ready to see him at rookie mini camps. I'm ready to see him at mandatory mini camps, OTAs, training camp. I mean, because one extra benefit is that having Chase Young in practice is going to make your offensive line better. I mean, you're used to blocking Chase Young all day, all week, and then you go up against another edge rusher in the NFL, you're gonna be like, well, this is easy compared to what I deal with in practice. What I deal with in practice is worse. I'm chilling now. I mean, Chase Young is gonna benefit this team so much. I mean, he's gonna make the DBs better. A consistent and deadly potent pass rush will not allow quarterbacks to have much time to throw the ball, so the corners and the safeties will have to cover less, and they'll be able to be more aggressive, which means more batted down balls, more interceptions, a deadly pass rush from just the front four, which is what a 4-3 defense is supposed to do, especially under Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera. It frees up our linebackers to focus on run stopping and coverage, so our passing game coverages should be far more consistent and stingy, because we're only going to send 4 at the quarterback most of the time, everybody else is going to be back in coverage. You can't throw the ball on that, and you won't have enough time to assess where everybody is on defense as a quarterback, because Chase Young and Montez Sweat are coming from the outside, and Matt Ioannidis and/or Jonathan Allen and/or Deron Payne are coming from the inside. I mean, this defense is about to go to another level. Y'all do not understand. Isaiah Simmons would have been nice, but Chase Young is different. And another thing about Chase Young is that he's already presents himself as the franchise guy. He talks very well in front of the media. He has some personality to him. He's not boring like Bill Belichick, just yes and no. He seems like he actually enjoys those interviews. He gives the media what they want. He gives the media the information they want, the answers they want. But he also seems very well equipped and aware enough to not talk too much and give away too much information or say anything wrong or violate any rules or anything. I mean, he's literally everything you want in a franchise guy. High motor, high IQ, and even with all of that natural talent and everything that he's accomplished, leading the league in sacks last year in college football while missing 2 games, he's still hungry to get better and better. He knows that he still has to work hard to get better and better, and he will never become content with where he currently is. Even if he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2020, he has his sights on becoming the best pass rusher ever, and will just continue to work hard to get better and better every game, every week, every day. I mean, he's literally everything you want in a draft pick. And what I like most about him, like I said earlier, is that he's about to strike fear in the NFC East. Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott better get ready. I know they're not going to be able to sleep well at night on Saturday nights, but they might as well just go ahead and accept they're going to have to deal with Chase Young for at least the next 5 years, at the very least. Twice a year. Oh, they hate to see it. That boy Dak Prescott gonna be like, I hate it here. I mean, the crowd is gonna be so loud in FedEx Field now that we finally have a player to believe in, a coach to be behind, a front office that looks like they know what they're doing. All of that with Chase Young just sprinkled on top. I just can't wait to see him on the field, y'all. Y'all don't understand, man. I'm so happy we finally secured the bag. We already knew kind of a while back that it looked like we more than likely will be taking them, but to finally see that we took them is just a different feeling, man. I'm relieved now. I know we got to see what's going on with the 3rd round and the rest of the draft, but it's just like a weight off my shoulders to finally see that Chase Young is officially a Redskin, playing back home where he's from, back in Maryland. I know his family's happy. I know he's ecstatic. He said that he would be honored to play for the Redskins. Now he will be. Redskins Nation is ecstatic. I know there's some of y'all that wanted Isaiah Simmons more, but you cannot be mad at getting Chase Young at all. I mean, people everywhere, draft analysts and sports analysts from Bleacher Report, ESPN, Fox, all of them agree almost unanimously that Chase Young should be, if not the best, at the very least one of the best edge rushers to come out the draft in a long time. And you saw how much of an impact Nick Bosa had for the 49ers last season. Now just look at Chase Young, who's Nick Bosa, but more athletic, easily more athletic. There's actually a pretty big gap. And far more durable. Chase Young has not missed a game due to injury. I can't even recall a Chase Young injury. That was Nick Bosa's biggest weakness, injuries. He wasn't available for the 49ers all of the time. He was available a lot last year, but not all of the time. I'm expecting Chase Young to be available every snap. The only snaps he might miss is to take a break real quick when we'll bring in maybe Ryan Kerrigan if we don't trade him. Hopefully if we restructure his contract to where he's not costing $11.5 million off the bench. But to rotate Nate Orchard, Ryan Kerrigan, maybe Jordan Brailford or whatever, Ryan Anderson. Other than that, Chase Young is going to be in there terrorizing the opposing team's quarterbacks and running backs, man. And I love it too, the Jack Del Rio system. He won't be dropping back in coverage in that Greg Minuski system like Montez Sweat had to do a lot last year. It's going to be the Jack Del Rio, go get the quarterback, don't worry about anything else system. Man, I love it, man. I'm so hyped, man. Man, thank goodness, bro. We finally did it. Whew, we finally did it. I wasn't too worried that we might end up not taking them, but boy, like I said, it's still just a stress reliever. It's a weight off my shoulders to know that it has officially been done. So welcome to Redskins Nation, Chase Young. We're so glad to have you. I'm pretty sure we're even happier than you are because we needed this. I mean, the Redskins have pretty much had everything you could imagine these past few years, and it hasn't equaled playoff wins. We've had pretty good quarterbacks. We've had pretty good offensive linemen, even though sometimes they would get hurt quite a bit. We've had good, consistent pass rushers like Ryan Kerrigan. We've had pretty good receivers. We haven't had a dual threat tight end, but we've had Jordan Reed, who was possibly the best receiving tight end in the league when fully healthy and available. We've had some pretty good corners. We've had good overall defense, but we haven't just had a player that's literally the best at his position out of everybody in the league, at least potentially. We haven't just had the deadliest pass rusher in the league yet. And I feel like that's the thing that will finally turn this team around, along with finally having a trustworthy front office and a great head coach that can rally the troops. I mean, players are going to be willing to run through a brick wall for Ron Rivera. Players are going to hold each other accountable. The locker room is going to be very positive. Practices aren't going to be soft. They're going to be practicing like they expect to play. I mean, the whole culture is about to change. And Chase Young is going to be the front runner of it. He's going to be the face of the whole thing, the face of the franchise, the guy we build this team around. I'm expecting big things out of Dwayne Haskins, Terry McLaurin, and all of the guys. But Chase Young is that dude. The safest prospect in the draft and the highest ceiling in the draft. I mean, you just could not miss this guy. And shouts out to Ron Rivera, Kyle Smith, Doug Williams, Dan Snyder, Jack Del Rio. All of the guys responsible for us making this move. Thank you.
Whoever you are, thank you.
And again, welcome to Redskins Nation, Chase Young. This is your boy Rico from Street Scores. I'm going to be talking about you a lot in the future. I'm going to be doing a film session on you, all of that type of stuff. So welcome to DC, even though I'm in Atlanta. I wish you the best of luck. We expect big things of you. Go out there and do your thing, man. Let me know how excited y'all are in the comments, man. Please. Because I know I'm not the only one out here. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.